Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Streams of Collective Consciousness. It's Friday, January 31st, and it's the last day of January 2025. I feel like it was yesterday that it was New Year's, but now here we are in a new fresh breath towards a new month in February. And I will be covering what has happened in sustainable fashion and around environmentalism and social justice from the 28th to the 31st. So the last couple of days, I'll just discuss what's been happening. And if you're unfamiliar, I use this Canva little slide deck over here. And the streams basically function like this. So I start at like 6 p.m. Central Time. I talk about sustainable fashion first, and then I take small breaks if I remember. I'm trying to remember. And then I look at videos and any memes, any community submissions, and then go into general fashion things, and then move on to social issues, environmentalism, any positive news that y'all want me to know about. And then hopefully in the future I get to know how to do some fashion gaming. I'm trying to play like the Bratz game. I was raised with Bratz games. Used to play it on a game and the handheld. I forgot what they're called. The gaming system. But if you guys ever want to submit anything you want me to cover, you can submit it in this community submission form. It is on my website, and you can just go to the community section on the tabs, or the link is in my description. If you ever want me to talk about something, fill this out and I will cover it in the next live stream. And if you guys ever want to stalk me or want to learn how to support me, you can definitely stalk me in the descriptions. Let me see why the screen capture is not screen capturing. This always happens with the display capture for some reason. But OBS is a system that I'm still trying to get familiar with, and it refuses to work sometimes. Oh, it's gonna glitch, and then it's back. Okay, so it should be back. I've been showing you the wrong slide, but it's fine. But yeah, this is the layout I was talking about. I'll be live from 6 to 8-ish. And then if you guys ever want to do a community submission form, that will be right there. It'll also be in my description. And then if you guys want to stalk me or learn more about me, you can definitely look at the Canva deck that's in the description. But yeah, it's been interesting jumping on. I had a random cat meowing at me outside of my window because it's been raining all day, which has been interesting. And then I spilled juice all over myself when I was starting the stream, so my desk is a mess right now. But it's been a Friday. But happy to be here. And there's not much updates around me. I've been working a lot, but interviewing a lot too. But happy to be here and talk about what really matters, which is sustainable fashion news. Before I get into it, I always do a mandatory audio check just to see if audio is fine. So let me do that for a second. Okay. Audio seems to be good. Yes, audio seems okay. I didn't get the mic system I was thinking about getting. That is gonna come soon. I've just been having a very chaotic week, but to get into it, I am interested in exploring this recent news of Stella McCartney and how she has reacquired her brand. I have heard of Stella McCartney, but I've never really been familiar with like the ownership or how it's run. But her name is basically like a staple name in the sustainable fashion industry. It's always mentioned like Stella McCartney dress, sustainable fashion, especially in the red carpets with like celebrities and like high status people. So when I came across this, I was like, oh, like what is this about? But it basically says that Stella McCartney has bought back the minority stake in her brand previously held by LVMH, the company announced on Monday. This new chapter for Stella McCartney reflects her desire to write a new page in her story independently after closely working with the group to strengthen the fundamentals and governance of her house. The LVMH said in a statement shared with WWD. Though the French luxury house will no longer have a hand in McCartney's brand, the designer will continue to serve as LVMH's global ambassador on sustainability, a role she took on at the start of her brand's partnership with the conglomerate. See, I had no idea that she was like working with her own brand under this luxury house, so I guess I never did research on how Stella McCartney actually ran her business, but this is news to me. And it's good that she's still like a global ambassador of sustainability, but I don't really think that really amounts to anything at the end of the day. I think it's just like a sign of respect or a sign of like, oh, like actually I'm leaving on good terms, but I don't really think she's going to do a lot with this luxury house going forward. And then the article explains that McCartney's success has been largely built off of her brand's sustainable and cruelty-free ethos. There is no use of authentic leather, feathers, fur, or skins throughout her designs. The glue used in the label shoes and bags is also free of animal products. That's cool. I didn't realize that. Even the shoes. Okay. And then it says, because of McCartney's unwavering commitment to ethical production, particularly as it relates to climate justice, New York Times fashion director Vanessa theorized in a post to X that the move could be a response to LMH's close connection to the Trump family. Oh, it gets spicy. I wonder why she did leave then. I want the tea. Why would Stella McCartney leave a very prestigious luxury fashion brand, especially with connections to Trump? Is Stella McCartney American? I don't know. Vanessa says Stella buying oh shoots. Oh god. Don't click on the thing. Says Stella buying LVMH out of their stake in her brand and going indie again, but staying as group sustainability ambassador. Sign of the Trumpian times. I don't know, honestly. I need to drink this Mountain Dew, but let me see. Okay. Since taking office in January, Donald Trump has pulled out of the Paris Agreement, making major setbacks for general climate change efforts and the fashion industry's goal towards net zero emissions as a result. The potential rise in unsustainable raw material sourcing. Beyond the tangible impacts of the Trump administration actions, LVMH-owned brands also addressed multiple members of the first family for the 2025 inauguration events. Oh, I had no idea. Did they really? Oh no. Bernard Arnault. This name just sounds expensive. This is an expensive sounding name, guys. Said that among the inauguration's many billionaire attendees, his son Alexander and his daughter were also present. Uh-oh. Drama, guys. Uh-oh. This isn't the first time the designer has pushed back a company's stake in her label. When McCartney first purchased her brand in 2021, it was in partnership with Gucci Group, which ultimately became part of Kering. After 17 years with the luxury conglomerate, the two parties ended their agreement, with McCartney reclaiming Kering's 50% stake in her brand. Interesting. At the time, McCartney said in a statement, "It is the right moment to acquire the full control of the company bearing my name." A year later, McCartney sold a minority stake to LVMH. Is it within a brand's interest to sell a minority stake? Does it give them money, or like what's the purpose? there must be some benefit for doing so. I wonder what that is, though. Throughout the collaboration with the company, McCartney helped other LVMH brands reduce waste by introducing recycling and upcycling programs and launched a skincare line in 2022. Fashionista reached out to McCartney and LVMH for comment and will update the story accordingly. I wonder why Stella felt like she needed to teach other brands how to upcycle and recycle. I think she had some sense of like moral responsibility to do so, but it's like she was just a person, and if she's operating within the broader system, I wonder how that responsibility would really fall onto her. But that's good that she stepped up to the plate. Oh no, and helped other brands do like better sustainability initiatives. Let me check the audio one more time. Okay, so we're good with the audio. I'm getting a mic system soon. Bear with me here. I keep saying that in every live stream, but time is ever evading me. I never have time. Okay, so another news that I saw was that fast fashion companies began chemically recycling textiles, and this was written by Resource Recycling. Haven't read the article, but I found it interesting just based on the title. So it says, let's see. Global clothing e-commerce retailer Shein has developed a chemical recycling process alongside a Chinese research university and is planning to start up a facility in June, producing 6.6 million pounds per year of chemically recycled polyester for the use of its apparel. I wonder which university it is and what this really means. Like, how do you chemically recycle textiles? I've never heard of this. I don't know if you guys have, but I have never heard of this before. But it sounds interesting, but I don't trust Shein. Okay? Shein is a Singaporean headquartered apparel retailer associated with the fast fashion market. It works with 5,800 contract manufacturers globally and sell its clothing into more than 150 countries. Maybe they should stop production. Just stop producing and you'll be sustainable. That's the answer, guys. Look no further. The company on January 22 announced it has developed a process through which input polyester is chemically broken down, refined, and reconstituted at the polymer level. Shein added that the process can handle a wider range of materials than the current polyester recycling processes used in materials Shein sources. The chemical recycling process can be both post-consumer and post-industrial polyester and both end-of-life textiles and other sources like PET bottles. This offers greater flexibility and sourcing for feedstock. As a result, improved cost efficiency compared to recycled polyester options currently used in Shein's products. The project is part of what Shein described in its 2023 sustainability report, a multi-year research partnership with Donghua. Is that how you say it? Donghua. I am so sorry if I butchered that. I already don't talk right. I have different accents and different like pronunciations because I was nonverbal for most of my life. And then you throw in this university called Donghua University, and I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but good on you, this university, for partnering with Shein. And it's a university that specializes in engineering and material sciences to study how to achieve commercially scalable production of recycled polyester fibers through mechanical and chemical recycling. Sounds serious, very serious. And these efforts come against a backdrop of the company seeking to hit an annual figure of 31% recycled content for the polyester and use in its Shein branded products by 2030. Wrong number. 2030. It has a ways to go to hit the goal, which it was first announced in 2022. It's been 3 years since I announced this. As of 2023, recycled polyester made up 7.9% of overall polyester use and 6% of the company's total fiber. What's total fiber in clothing? Fiber? Like fiber clothing? I don't know what that means. Okay. Polyester makes up more than 75% of the company's fiber feedstock. What does fiber feedstock even mean? What is this? I'm not smart enough for this article. How are you chemically recycling, Shein? Tell me now. And then it has cotton, viscose, spandex, polyamide. Yes, that's how you say it. Yes. I have no idea. And then Shein plans to start up a facility in June to use its newly developed process to produce 6.6 million pounds of chemically recycled polyester per year. I wonder how much pounds of polyester they use on an annual basis, though. I think that would give us more context if this is really a beneficial, program or not. But I mean, a start is a start. I also wonder where this facility they're going to be recycling polyester will be at. Super curious, but doesn't say. And then I think this also comes after the news that Shein has a new sustainability manager called Mustan, Mustan. I think maybe this will be his project alongside Shein's new philanthropy branch that is also focused on circularity. So maybe this is a circularity program that they're aiming for. But the philanthropy side of things is also different. So it seems like they're doing a lot of efforts to seem sustainable. Which I think is a good thing, but at the same time, it's like you need to stop production ASAP, buddy. Like ASAP. Must then tell them CEOs to stop producing. And then let's see the actual announcement. PR Newswire. Okay. I don't see where this facility would be based, but maybe it's in Singapore? I don't know. Doesn't say. But they have done like past collaborations in terms of making like sustainable recycled textile from textile waste. Interesting. Is this greenwashing? I don't know. Another interesting news article that I saw was this Ireland/Palestine Gaza fundraising shirt that I saw on TikTok. I think I'm going to have to go on a different link. Also, don't mind if the audio is very low on everything that I'm doing. Audio will be the death of me. Let's test the audio, guys. But I found this really interesting. So it's a jersey that is being done in collaboration with Ireland and Palestine Solidarity. Oh, I'm gonna get copyrighted if I get the audio. But I found this interesting. It's meant to be sold to raise funds for Gaza. I really like the style. Here, let me pause it. It says Adam Dole, aka Spice Bag. I have no idea who Spice Bag is, but they dropped a new jersey taking inspiration from Ireland's 1996/1998 home shirt, courtesy of its emerald base. Do you guys know who Spice Bag is? Let's see who Spice Bag is. Ireland. He must be Irish, right? Gaza jersey. Is this a brand? But it says Profits Towards Dignity for Palestine, an organization that provides food, medicine, and other much needed aid to displaced persons inside of Gaza. So far, with scarf and jersey fundraisers, we have provided everything from cooking equipment, food, clean drinking water, and facilitating activities for displaced children. All products are pre-order only. Please also up to a month for the product to arrive from the date of order. Oh, that's cool. Is this a brand? It sounds like a famous person. I don't know why. Is it just a brand? But that's super cool. And it's €50. And they have different sizes. I would buy this, low-key, if I wasn't massively low income. But I saw this on TikTok and I was like, oh, this is awesome. Also, I scroll a lot. I should stop scrolling. I'm scroll happy, guys. I'll let you focus on the shirt. I will let you look at the shirt. You're welcome. But I love the colors. It's very aesthetic. I'm not super into athleisure vibes, but this is cute. This is cute. I love it. I love the support and the solidarity. Okay, so going on to the next news. This isn't really news, but I liked it and it's relevant. So I'm all about sustainable fashion, upcycling, and tips and tricks and stuff. And I saw this TikTok and I saw how they upgraded this purse with watches. Isn't that so cool? I think she made it herself. And we can do this at home too. See, it's so cute. It's so cute. What was that voice? Just want to bite the bag. It's so cute. I love it so much. I have watched this TikTok 100 times. The 127,000 likes is me. You guys want to watch it again? No? Okay. Let's move on. I love this purse. I want to try doing it again. Or, I want to try doing this. I'll watch it again for more inspiration. I need to collect the vintage watches, so... Oh, I need it. I need to make it. I need a weekend to do this. Love. Love, love, love. Okay, so that was just some inspo to upcycle a boring bag with vintage watches if you have any. I don't have any vintage watches, unfortunately. I have to look for them. I will look for them at the thrift store. But I don't really see watches in the thrift store. Now that I think about it, I have to go look. But also, you know what I've noticed? All of the thrift stores are always closed during the weekend. I go on Sunday, everything's closed. And I'm so bored on a Sunday. I'm like, I could have been thrifting right now, but I can't because they're closed. The struggle of just being a girl that wants to thrift vintage watches to upcycle her bag from a TikTok inspirational video. Yes. Struggles are real over here. Okay, so moving on, I saw an interesting news bit where they were basically talking about how shopping at thrift stores is probably trendy, and also exploring what are the best and the worst cities to thrift. My live stream may lag because this website is very, very heavy. I don't know how else to describe it. It lags when I go on this website. There's also a video that I want to watch. I think it's this.
Here's some thrift shopping secrets. All right, now before you go on your next shopping spree, this is a great time to let go of some of your old stuff that's been taking up space. You can bring your old clothes into the thrift store and sell them for store credit. Some of the best things to get while thrifting are books, clothing, kitchen items, art, and even furniture. Know what you want before you go. This will help avoid buying things just because they're cheap. Look for quality fabrics and keep an eye out for natural fibers like wool, silk, cashmere, and leather. Most stores put out new items every day, but keep in mind there's usually an increase in donations around the first of the month when people are moving. This is especially true if you live in a college town. If you're moving and need to furnish your home, there are thrift shops that specialize in furniture and art. And just remember, before school starts and before Halloween are the worst times to go thrift shopping.
Here in the Comcast family,
no.
we're building an integrated...
Okay. Yeah, I used to work at a thrift store, and every time after holidays was when it was the busiest. I would not recommend. And we have such a backlog, so we would actually take like a week to get through all the items, to price it, and to put it out into the store. So 1 week after holidays is the best time to get holiday themed items that we just want to get rid of, because we can't store it anywhere, and it's at a discount usually. So it says, Travis has been shopping at thrift stores since before it was trendy. And it says, will I dare to say this name? No, but I believe in the power of his last name. He is 33, says he began thrifting when he was a young teenager. A lot of my clothes were thrifted throughout my lifetime, all the way up until now, he says. I actually agree with this, because I used to be embarrassed saying that I thrifted my clothing, and my mom would always say, Mija, don't say that we bought this at the thrift store. And I was like, okay. She's like, if you tell your friends, or if you tell anyone, they're gonna make fun of us. And I just was so surprised, and I was like, okay, I won't tell. I was low-key traumatized to not say that I would go to the thrift stores with my mom. But there was such a stigma, and we didn't want to come off as like poor, so we never shared that our stuff was thrifted. And so when my friends would ask, I'm like, oh, I don't know, or I don't remember, or whatever. But now it's like cool to go thrifting. Now the stigma is kind of gone. And then I even trained my little brother, who is like 10 years younger than me, to say that the thrift store was actually called Macy's. So we told him that the thrift store was basically called Macy's. He was like 5 years old, so he understood what I was talking about, because we were like, this store is Macy's, and he would just accept it, you know. He understood the assignment. And one time, one of our friends asked my older brother, like, oh, where did you get your shirt? It's pretty cool. And because he had been trained so hard and so persistently to say that the thrift store was called Macy's, and he himself understood it as Macy's, he said, yeah, it's from Macy's number 2. Because he would always add the number 2, because he knew it was he knew that it wasn't like a real Macy's. It was just like a copy. So he ended up saying Macy's number 2. And then the friend was like, number 2, but he was a young kid, so he literally would lie and say our clothing was from Macy's, even though it was thrifted. So we didn't get that stigma that we were poor, or that we were dirty for wearing used stuff. It was all very intentional, because we knew how harsh kids and like bullies can be. But it's a relief actually knowing that, you know, Gen Z and teenagers are going to thrift stores. They hang out. They're going to the Goodwill bins for like a good hunt because they're bored and it's like fun, or the cool thing to do right now. Like, I know a lot of Gen Z males are resellers on Depop. They're always at the Goodwill bins. It's kind of crazy. But in a way, it's like shifting the culture against the stigma, which I really, really do respect. But I can only imagine what Travis went through when he was like a teenager. If he's 33 and you're a teenager when you're like 13, that was 20 years ago, and that was 2025. Right? Yeah. Dang, he's old. Was it 2020? What? 2005? Did I do my math right? 20 years ago? No, 10 years ago. 20? No, yeah, it was 20 years ago. 2005. Dang, that's a long time ago. Okay, so he says he thrifts for 2 main reasons. As a musician and guitar technician, he said his fashion style wasn't always what was available in regular stores. He has always had a particular love for 80s and 90s music, and so what appealed to him versus his peers wasn't usually the same thing. Yes, I think that thrift stores are such a great way to be exposed to so much different styles, not only in fashion, but in music. I think the reason why I gravitate towards more niche or like specialized music is because I grew up listening to very old, like 80s and 90s, like songs over on the intercom and thrift stores that I wouldn't have been exposed to in a mall per se. And all the clothing too is just a mix of different styles and eras and vibes that you wouldn't understand or really, again, get exposed to if you just went to the mall or went to like, I don't know, like a very curated vintage store. So if you have niche interests, it's more likely you're going to find something that works for you in a thrift store versus like any other place, which is amazing to think about. And then he also explains that additionally from a family with lower income, it was the easiest option to thrift to find what I liked. Yes. Even when my family took me to thrift, I never really got everything I wanted. I could only really choose a couple of things, and even then they'd be like, nope, or over the budget. So I learned to really find what I wanted and know I can only grab two or three things. And that literally forced me to understand like what I liked, how I liked it, and have really strict boundaries because I couldn't online shop. I couldn't go to any other store. I didn't have any other option. And with a limited budget, that forces you to be like, will this work? I didn't have the privilege of fighting my style through the mall or anything. So thrifting on a budget is definitely not for the weak. That is for sure, but I had to learn by force. It says thrifting is trendy now. I hope it is. I honestly hope it is. I think it is. It feels like it is. Thrifting and the perception of thrifting has changed in recent years, says Mark Mazaka, founder and thrifting expert at Keep On Follow. I should call myself a thrifting expert. I should like print out a certificate and call myself thrifting expert. I forgot what I was giving myself the title for. Thrifting expert over here. I've been thrifting since I was 2 years old or as a newborn because my mom would only shop at thrift stores. I am the thrifting queen. Okay. Social media has increased eco-consciousness. What is it with the big words? Linchpins? What is linchpins? Is that a term? Huge linchpins. I don't know what some articles say sometimes. I'm sorry. What is this term? Okay. Anyways, moving on. Social media has helped with the perception of thrifting. Thrifting is now touted. Okay, they're definitely using some interesting words. Thrifting is now touted as a means of sustainable fashion and offering exclusive, one-of-a-kind finds that cannot be achieved with fast fashion. Now, with that though, I would add that a lot of things that are entering into thrift stores is increasingly becoming or is fast fashion just because of how much we're making and introducing into the world. So I think thrifting will look a lot different in the next 5 years because of companies like Shein and Temu and all these other major brands that just have no sense of limitations on what they're doing, and because there's no accountability, like things like who's keeping these people in check, like no one. So don't ruin thrift stores. Don't. I'm talking to the fast fashion brands, please don't ruin it for us. Please don't ruin it. Okay. And it says these kinds cannot be achieved with fast fashion. It also raised the cultural bar to make thrifting a default, not only for budgeting but also being a vehicle for personal expression and ethical consumerism. Yes, preach. Okay. It says this year, 88% of thrifters said they still were motivated by savings, but the second highest reason people thrifted was to find unique clothing, and the third reason was to find a treasure. Interesting. You do find some interesting sweaters for sure. And then it says savings reported by 1,000 thrifters who were surveyed was $2,000.71 in 2024 compared to $1,760 in 2022. So they save about $2K a year. I wonder how much I spend on clothing a year. I don't know. Thrifters who are Gen Z said they saved an average of $300, like $289 a month. That's crazy. Do they really spend so much money on clothing? Oh, wow. In years past, a lot of people didn't just throw it out there that they thrifted all their clothes. He said it definitely was a bit more frowned upon when I was an early teenager in high school. Yeah, when I was a teenager back in 2011 to 2015, around there, you could not say you thrifted your clothing. That was not cool. You said you thrifted your clothing and you were like canceling yourself and saying you're a loser. Like, did you not want friends? You say you thrift your clothing. That was not cool. Like, now people actually walk to vintage stores and thrift stores together to like hang out because it's cool. Like, that's how much things have changed within a very small time frame of like 10 years. But this guy also says, but now I would say it's close to the exact opposite. Yes, I agree. There is different reasons for everyone, whether it's to make clothing or to save money. The culture of it is definitely much more accepting of someone who says, oh, I thrifted this whole outfit. In fact, I think it's impressive to a lot of people when they say that. I honestly, if someone says, hey, I thrifted my whole outfit, I would fall in love with them. Low key. Doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy, a cat. If you thrifted your outfit, bro, I deeply respect you and I love you and I want to be your best friend and I want to like go thrifting with you. Because if they have a good outfit, they know what they're doing. Okay, and then he says that he goes to the thrift stores anywhere from once a week to a few times a month. He can afford to buy new clothes now that he's older and works full time, but prefers thrifting. Sometimes fashion trends change so much that he doesn't feel bad if he spends $7 on baggy jean that may go out of style soon versus paying full retail price. Huh? So he's saying that he is comfortable thrifting trendy items because he knows they go out of style so fast. So it's like he can catch up on brands and not feel guilty of like disposing it afterwards too. That's dangerous. Overconsumption can be really easy with thrifting. It happened to me. I recently released a video of my closet when I was back in Montana. Oh my god, that was bad. I think I purposely forgot I made that video and I had so much clothing because I was so embarrassed. I had so much stuff in my closet. And now it's like public for everyone to see. It's on my YouTube channel. It's on this channel. If you click on the latest video, it's right there. I was self-destructing in that video. Okay. But it's like him. I was just over-consuming really trendy stuff and didn't really feel guilty if I donated it back. It's just like I didn't want to give up my stuff. I didn't want to like let go of my stuff. And then he explained he has thrifted furniture and other goods too. Oh my god, my phone is going off. I'm so sorry, guys. Every time I go live, people are bothering me. Okay, he says he has thrifted furniture and other goods too, but mainly thrifts for clothes. There are a few things he won't buy that hasn't been worn. However, I don't do underwear or socks. Me too. I said this in a podcast episode. I think it was in the I Don't Trust Sustainable Fashion Brands podcast that I have on the same channel. I'm not trying to market my stuff, but I'm just saying, I talked about the same thing. I don't thrift underwear and I don't thrift socks or bras. It's just nasty. The only brands I would buy from that are like sustainable fashion is sustainable fashion brands that specialize in like lingerie, like underwear, bras, socks. I will support it. But I just use my 10-year-old stuff. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but eventually there will be a day that I'll need to do my research. Yeah, I think the main takeaways is that you can find unique things, you can save money, and it's just fun. You get exposed to different eras and cultures, and you can help recycle things like clothing from going from the landfill. Upcycle things if you want it, like that purse with the watch handle that we just saw. That would be a cool upcycle project. Oh, yes, I saw this. Prices are going up at thrift stores, which is so unfair. I hate this so much. I hate this. I don't know who's pricing stuff in thrift stores, but they need to stop. They need to like be, hey, I'm working class. You're working class. Let's put some working class prices on the goods. Like, it doesn't hurt to be to reduce it down. But I've worked at thrift stores, and like the pricing strategy for every thrift store is different. Like, some have one person that can only price things. Other thrift stores have like a general staff that are allowed to price. Sometimes the manager's the only one that's allowed to price things. Sometimes there's a pricing guide. Sometimes it's just like on vibes. Sometimes it's a very meticulous effort. But the prices are going up. Is it because of Depop? I don't know. But yeah, 71% of thrifters in surveys said they noticed an increase in prices in the past year. Oh gosh, this is bad news. 50% feel that thrift stores are becoming too expensive. Yes, if it's not affordable, what are you doing? Mountain Dew break, people. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Yes, I drink Mountain Dew. Okay. The heightened trendiness of thrifting has impacted prices. I think it's like the law of like rise in demand can allow you to raise the price of things, like the basic rules of economics or whatever. But like after a certain point, that's just greed. I do think maybe they're trying to compete, but I mean, we pay more on Depop and Poshmark because of shipping, but there's more of an ability to be like, hey, I can actually choose the exact brand or the exact thing I'm looking for and pay the price for it. Which reminds me, I have an eBay order I haven't even looked for, which I have to look for. Okay, so I should write that on my hand so I don't forget. I have a horrible memory. Oh, this hurts. Okay. eBay. Yes. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I think we got the point of this. Oh, okay, wait. What are the best cities to shop at? New York City and New Jersey. Newark. Newark? Is that how you say it? Newark. New Jersey. But aren't they the most expensive? I've seen some thrift store videos of the thrift stores in New York, and they don't seem too appealing. The worst ones... Oh, wait. The most affordable ones, Long Beach and Irvine. Oh, my gosh. Sorry. Los Angeles ranked number 1, but came in 3rd this time. Top 10 cities. Well... New York, New Jersey, Los Angeles, Long Beach, Oakland, Arlington, Irvine, Jersey City, San Bernardino, and then Chicago. I've never been thrifting in downtown Chicago or in Chicago in general, even though I've been... Oh, wait, I have been thrifting in Chicago. What am I talking about? I live near Chicago. I completely forgot that I actually do thrift in Chicago. I don't do it often, but what can you do? Busy life, busy girl. Okay, what are the worst cities? Laredo, Texas. I've been there. It's actually a very cute, quaint town. Maybe it's because of the lack of stores. Texas again. Alaska. Texas again. Kansas, Tennessee. Oh my gosh. Madison, Wisconsin is dead. Scotland, or Scottsdale. I said Scotland. Scottsdale, Arizona. Bakersfield, California. Oh, I love watching, what's his face? Benji Chavez. He's a TikToker, now becoming a YouTuber. He's a up-and-coming Latino content creator. He has Mexican-American parents. It's very cool. And he shows us his life in Bakersfield, California. It's very, like, farm worker vibes. There's nothing much going on except to work in the fields. So I get that. And then we got Texas. Again. Seems like Texas is not a good place to thrift then. Or is this article kind of biased? Oh. Okay, moving on. It seems like do not go to Texas if you want to have a good thrifting experience. Okay. Oh, also, this isn't super related to sustainable fashion, but I found it interesting how restaurants are becoming more important to shopping malls. And as we know, shopping malls is where you buy the ever-present fast fashion that we have. So, let's watch
Customize
this.
and save with
sorry,
Liberty.
ad breaker. Ad blocker. Ad blocker, ad blocker, ad blocker. Oh my gosh, not another one. Ad blocker. Guys, sorry, I don't have ad blockers. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
You may remember coming to the mall for a slice of pizza or some Auntie Anne's, maybe some fast food, but the modern mall has so many dining options that go beyond just the food court. 2 ladies martinis, no problem, ladies.
What we've seen in the last few years is almost a complete reimagination, like a true renaissance for the mall sector.
Yelp data shows that restaurants have emerged as the new anchor for mall visits, with 2024 seeing 7% more mall dining businesses compared to 2019.
We have one location outside the mall. Imagine from 12 restaurants, one is outside the mall. So call it our forte is shopping centers. We found that that's increased probabilities of succeeding.
There are now, I would say, 3 critical drivers that are going to get folks to your mall. That's having the hot store, having the hot restaurant, and having the hot experience. So having the right food is so important.
So why have restaurants become such a focus for malls? And what's in it for them?
We're going to be 80% of a mall, right?
Let's speed it up.
Would you like regular water, bottled, sparkling,
Gen Z coded,
bottled, or
come
flat?
on.
No problem.
Over the
Yes.
course of the past decade, the narrative surrounding American shopping malls was bleak, and 2020 seemed to be the nail in the coffin. But that's not the case right now. Malls have adapted to the modern consumer, and high-end malls are thriving. The modern mall industry is typically thought of as different classes, A, B, C, or D, depending on their price per square foot. The sector that is thriving right now is the top-tier Class A malls. These properties have highly sought-after retailers like an Apple store or high-end designer clothing brands, plus an elevated dining experience.
I'm walking through the Avenue, which is a luxury shopping section of the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. And just past the Gucci and the Ferrari sits a new luxury dining option called Isola Bella. It's a champagne and caviar bar right in the middle of the mall.
The owners of Isola Bella own 2 other restaurants in the mall.
The mall provides the venue,
other
something
ones?
which is unparalleled.
They make
If you
money.
try to compare it with something away from the center, it provides the capital in the marketing. It provides the number of visitors, and then the rest is.
Wait, is this a lobster place in a mall near the luxury stores? It's giving like Walmart luxury, like the Walmart version. wait. I just imagine luxury, but like Walmart it. Like put some Walmart vibes in there. You get luxury in a mall. Yes, it's a Walmart version of true luxury. Makes sense.
Us, restaurant operators that will either capture and create a relationship or not.
Today, a Class A mall, between food and beverage and entertainment, that could occupy close to 20% of the space of that mall. Whereas 30 years ago, if it was 5%, that was high.
JLL, a real estate firm, found that across all types of shopping centers between 2019 and 2022, the percent of square footage devoted to dining increased about 0.5%.
Whoa.
That's more than 40 million additional square feet of restaurants. However, within malls, the real change has come from the variety and types of operators.
We have an expectation of what a mall looks like from having been to malls. And now we're like, well, why are things changing? And they're not changing because there was magic of headwinds or tailwinds. They're changing because mall owners very correctly looked at the landscape, said retail is changing. And if retail is changing, we need to change too.
Yep.
So it seems like retail is changing to become more luxury based, and more people want to have like a luxury experience without, really having the money for it. So it's like cheap escapism in a sense. And it's all about like the American dream. Like there's a literal sign saying the lux of the American dream. Like we don't have money, but we want luxury. I think that's what's happening.
Found that 17 out of the top 25 brands driving consumers to malls are restaurants.
Folks have more ways to shop than ever. There are untold millions of places where you can buy almost anything online. So in order to woo them out of their homes, it's not just what you sell. It's really about the entire environment and experience you can create.
Food halls with elevated offerings have become a trend in high-end malls as well. Italy is one of the best known and now has 10 locations across the US.
We've seen launches of Italy spike visits to malls across the country when we have that launch. And then concept at the launch, whether it be promotions, work.
It's like older generations that are going to these restaurants. I think it's like the boomers just want third spaces too. And then malls are like benefiting from their spending power and loneliness. And they're familiar with malls. So it's like, hey, come to the mall and have this really cool experience, find community, and spend your money on affordable luxury. I think that's what it is.
Workshops, tastings drive significant spikes in visits. It's even more than just being a good compliment. In some cases, they're somewhat of an anchor. Like they're driving urgency in visits by their own right, and as a result, bringing so much value to the wider mall.
While these varied dining options drive traffic to malls, shopping centers have become more of an appealing place for restaurant operators.
So you're seeing retail concepts that have sort of thumbed their nose at malls today are saying, you know what? This is a good option. This is probably the best option I'm going to have. If I'm going to try to expand my footprint in this market, I need to start looking at
city centers. Foot traffic has not returned. So what we're seeing more and more of is these chefs closing locations downtown and opening locations in the suburbs. And a lot of times they're opening them in the malls.
Vacancies at Class A malls have been generally lower than at Class B and C malls. Recently, that discrepancy has been wider than ever.
Specific audience within that given area. And so we've seen things like Tortazos, which is a high-end Mexican chef concept, launch a location within a Macy's and actually drive more visits to the Macy's over time. So it's not just within the mall. In some cases, it's within retail spaces themselves.
entertainment is another anchor. Those entertainment options also have.
No one is shopping at the mall that Macy's is willing to put restaurants in its freaking store. Where are we going? What else are we to expect?
Dining options in it, whether it be a theater or a upscale bowling concept. So there's a lot of blurring of the lines between food and beverage and entertainment.
Did you say bowling?
And not every mall goer is looking for a fine dining experience.
Every restaurant and every setting of the restaurant has certain appeal to a certain group of the socioeconomic pyramid. The mozzarella bar appeals to a certain part of the pyramid. Carpaccio and Isola Bella will appeal to another part of the pyramid.
Even though we're seeing more of this elevated dining at the mall, mall operators are smart and they have food options for every price level. So they might not have a food court anymore, but at the food hall and at different kiosks, there'll still be a burger and fries that'll be relatively inexpensive. So most folks who are shopping will kind of be attracted to whatever price point appeals to them.
The area where a mall is situated influences its dining concepts. Proximity to a residential neighborhood, or an office building, or a gym can all influence the type of operators that...
Okay, we get the point. Yes, thank you. They're bringing more food into malls to the point they're bringing in restaurants within Macy's to get people to shop. Yes, late stage capitalism for the win. Yes. We are definitely progressing as a race, as a species. First jerseys. Okay, so affluent Gen-Zers are actively more eco-conscious when buying fashion. Interesting. So it says brands ignore environment, social, and governance (ESG) issues at their peril when Gen Z fashion choices are now increasingly driven by a label's ESG stance. I feel like this is also a reason why we have less people in malls, because the younger generation is less willing to just buy from whichever brand. Like, they want to understand the story. But I do think that Gen Z are going to the mall for like third spaces, just to like walk or hang out. Maybe the food thing will help in that it will help in some sense with that. But I hope that younger consumers are actually like considering like what are you doing for the environment? Like, what are you doing for your workers, and just not buying so mindlessly. I found this imagery to be super powerful. I just want to be myself. Wow. How simple and how profound. Oh my gosh. So it says that a report from a financial technology and investment specialist called Saxo analyzed survey data from a number of sources and said over a third of Gen Z won't purchase from a unfriendly brand or from brands lacking in equality and diversity. And over half of Gen Z are more eco-conscious when investing in fashion brands. So looking at data from sources including the Motley Fool, Bank of America, and Remake, Saxo said that when making purchasing decisions, Gen Z consumers who are also share investors. I don't know what that means. Huh? Share investors? What is share investors? They say they care about the environmental and social aspects of things. They say 51% want to know the environmental sustainability, the ethical trading involved, the equality related to the product, and their diversity aspects. I actually recently saw how Trump took off a lot of DEI initiatives, and then some brands followed suit, like Target, and now there's a lot of returned items to the store. I think I saw a TikTok on it. I think I sent it to myself, actually. Do you guys want to look through my TikToks? Like the ones I've sent to myself? Oh gosh. It's nothing weird that I've sent to myself. It's just I don't remember what I've been sending to myself. But I want to look at the TikTok where some girl filmed all the TikTok or all the Target returns that she saw in the store when she went to the store. I don't see it. Nope. I don't see it. I didn't send it to myself. Guys, I always find interesting things and I never save them. Oh, what if it's in my liked? Oh, don't look at my TikTok. They're awful. Where is it? Where's all the TikTok Target returns? Target returns. Technical difficulties. Where is it? Oh. Okay, here it is. See? It's empty. And then it pans over. It pans over to all the returns. Because they dropped their DEI initiatives, like the diversity and equity initiatives for the company. No one is going as a way to boycott. It's so empty. Oh no, they didn't share the returns. Oh, here it is. See? All the returns. It's a lot of shit. Why do we need all this stuff for in the first place? If you have to return it, did you actually really need it? Or if you could return it, do you actually need it? It just seems like miscellaneous things. And then all the tariffs are messing with the prices already. Yes. The poor will continue to get poorer, like me. Oh, you thought you could afford life? Nah. This is crazy. Okay, going back to the news. Don't look at the TikToks I watch. I know you're looking. Okay, so I do think they care. I do think they are looking more about the environmental and social aspects of their brand. Like, the Target thing alone just shows that people are very committed and boycotting so that they can advocate for, you know, rights for people and for things to be good for others. Even if it doesn't directly impact themselves. But the thing is with this is that a lot of them aren't willing to pay more to support like a sustainable brand, aren't willing to like support ethical stuff if it costs more. Like, at the end of the day, like, if you don't want to spend more, does it really matter what you care about? I don't know. That's a conversation to have in itself. But also a lot of like Gen Zers have decided to abandon a purchase or have decided against a fashion purchase because they felt that the brand or retailer didn't reflect their values on sustainability, ethics, equality, or diversity. And I think this is happening more and more with brands like Shein, where people have realized the damage of their overproduction, their over marketed hype, like the Shein hauls on TikTok. At first we were like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, like I want to do a haul. And then later on we discovered that they had child labor and like forced Chinese labor. And it's like, oh gosh, do we really want to support this? Probably not. But yes, kudos on Saxo for understanding Gen Z. And also it says Gen Z are growing older and richer and not far off from being the most populous generation. Oh, we're coming for ya. We're coming for everyone. Who will one day, I like how it says in like quotation and what are these things called? The thingies? Who will one day be the business and political leaders making decisions about everyone's lives. Oh, I like this little warning. We will be the next business leaders and next politicians. And the attitudes they have really count. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Nice. Hopefully things will change. And that it won't take too long to get there, obviously. But I believe in the Gen Zs. I am like the oldest Gen Z. I was born in 1997. I am not young. I am 27 young, turning 28 in like a month and a day or something. Okay, so let's get into fun fashion content. There has been a bunch of fashion shows, a bunch of fashion vibes and collections, and this one discusses how harsh Vardhan Jalan, I butchered it, partnered with Liva Fabrics for a sustainable couture collection. I have never heard of what sustainable couture is. I'm not familiar with sustainable couture, but let's get into it. So they launched a collection called Prana. Designed to champion sustainable fashion, the women's wear line features materials such as repurposed waste fish scales. Oh, nice. I love her hair. Look at the vibe. I've always wanted to braid my hair and like put little thingies into it. I've never done it. I should try. I like the hairstyle. Like, this is a cool detail. But we're looking at the clothing. Okay, so this is the piece. It kind of looks like a fish. I wonder if it was made out of inspiration from the material, which is repurposed waste fish scales. I like the necklace too. It's very ethereal. Ethereal? Yes, very ethereal. I cannot say that word. Okay, it says, prana is deeply personal concept to me as it reflects the flow of life that connects every being, says Harsh about the collection in a press release. Working with Liva Fabrics allowed me to bring this vision to life through sustainable materials and techniques to honor our cultural heritage while embracing modern aesthetics. This collaboration is a reflection of our shared commitment to innovation, artistry, and the planet. Is there more picture? Oh, why does it? I hate when it links me to something else. Okay. I thought it was their website with all the images. I'll look it up later. Okay, it says the collection contrasts garments which flutter with delicate fluid layers with dramatic structured pieces. Layered petal or fish scale style cuts of fabric feature ombre tips and fringe adds more detail. Nice, nice. It blends traditional I cannot read. Blending traditional craftsmanship with contemporary aesthetics. The collection also uses techniques included crochet, traditional embroidery. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. Traditional embroidery and distressed yarn intertwining. Okay, where is the collection? They champion sustainability. It was a journey of innovation and purpose. The collection embodies a perfect synergy of nature, fashion, and artistry. It was a call for a deeper connection to nature, and the collection is tailored to consumers who seek conscious fashion. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Where can we see more photos? One photo is not enough for me. Give me the photos. Blah 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 blah. Whoa. See, I knew it. It was a cool collection. I love it. Wow. Look at those details. Looks like cashmere, like a cashmere sweater. I'm scroll happy, so I'm trying not to scroll too much. Wow, I love this. It's so beautiful. Is this like a jacket? Whoa. I love this detail. I want this. I low-key need this. I love it. As a Pisces, I approve the message. It's so flowy and beautiful. You can look like a fish as a human. I wonder if I can follow them on social media. Harsh, Vardhan, Jalan. I butchered the name. I wish it not Indeed. Instagram. It's not business time. Is this him? They're based in London. Whoa, so cool. Wow, these are beautiful. I love it so much. This is amazing. Whoa. Their designs embody the Sutra of Natural Evolution, so celebrating its intricate beauty through layered dynamics compositions of organic forms. They defy conventional silhouette norms with sculpted and symbols that integrate corsetry and employ innovative pattern-making techniques. The jackets, crafted from multiple layers of perla cellulose, fabric, and organza, contrast elegantly with viscose satin inner dresses, each layer symbolizing nature's elegance and complexity, inspired by the wisdom that nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Harsh designs reflect the graceful evolution and enduring allure found in the natural world. Utilizing perla cellulose fabric, it enhances their quality, offering exceptional drape, eco-friendly sustainability and a luxurious shine. Yes, King. Yes. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I need it now. Oh wow, that's beautiful. That's so pretty. Guys, if I will ever support a luxury, sustainable couture brand, it's this. It's this. Oh, it's so cute. If I was a princess or a fish princess, I'd wear this. Oh, it's so beautiful. Wow. I love how it's a different pattern. I've never seen clothing like this. I need some background music. Would that be cool? Like lo-fi, uncopyrighted music. I should probably do that for the next stream. And have my microphone system set up. Background lo-fi music and microphone system coming up. Yes, chef. Wow, these are cool. I love this one. Oh. I am a supporter. I wonder how much they cost. What is this? Does it say the journey? Oh, it's the collection. Who's the designer? Who is Harsh? Them? I don't think so. Who's it? Is it you? Is it you? I don't know. Are they on YouTube? Guys, sorry, I'm derailing. We definitely need some background music. La, la, la. La, 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 la. Nope, not on YouTube. La, 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 la. I love this brand. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so there was another ethical luxury collection that was unveiled by Ronald von Kemp. Fancy name, excited. Okay, so this is his Crafting Tomorrow's Couture with Sustainable Vision. Whoa. Now this is a piece. Would you wear this? Would you wear this? It kind of reminds me of Cruella de Vil from the Dalmatians. Let me pull it up. Cruella de Vil. Dalmatian. Do you see it? Do you see? It kind of looks like her if she was like a younger version that was into fashion and sustainable couture. You see it? You get the vibes, don't you? Yes. It's giving that energy. Oops. Okay. It says Ronald unveiled his 21st wardrobe collection titled Let the Sun Shine In. Okay. Since its inception in 2014, Ronald has championed a sustainable approach to haute couture, utilizing vintage and surplus materials to craft his creations. The season's collection not only continues this tradition, but elevates it with an array of hand-woven thigh, silks, and reclaimed materials that challenge the industry's norms. Yes. Ronald. Nice. Okay. Let's continue. Says every piece in the collection is an example of the possibility of sustainable fashion, employing materials like vintage couture fabrics, leather remnants from luxury brands, and even repurposed items like vintage feathers and wall hangings. Von der Kemp crafts a narrative of luxurious responsibility. The collection also features jewelry and embellishments made from reimagined plastic bottles and antique finds showcasing the brand's commitment to innovation, eco-friendly couture. Whoa, it's giving Cruella de Vil. Look, how is it not? See? Do you see? It's giving Cruella de Vil, and if Emma Chamberlain had a baby. Do you see it? Do you see it? Can you see this? And then Amber Chamberlain makeup. Do you see this? Okay, this plus this equals sustainable couture. I see it. Ronald, you are a genius. You are such a genius. Yes, I see it. Okay. In a special collaboration with Dana Soares, the collection pays homage to the exquisite craftsmanship of Thai silk sourced from local archives. This collaboration highlights the timeless elegance and unique beauty of these textiles, intricately worked into designs that underscore both the heritage and the potential of handcrafted silk. Pieces such as a mermaid gown named La Reine Soleil, with its intarsia wave seaming and sunray beaded neckline, exemplify this blend of tradition and modern fashion sensibilities. Wow, I see it, guys. I see it. Wow. Do you guys see it? This and this. It's like her younger self reincarnated. Okay. Van der Kemp approach goes beyond mere reuse. He celebrates the perfect imperfection of handwork, allowing the human touch to guide the creation of each piece. The philosophy is vividly reflected in the collection's intricate detailing and the unique stories each outfit tells, emphasizing intuition, love, passion, and artisanship over mass-produced uniformity. Oh, I love this coat. It's very beautiful. I love it so much. I love it. Okay. It also explores cultural and historical references, drawing inspiration from the Victorian Van de Seal and the vibrant corporates of Weimar Berlin. It explores past generations, and it explores decadence and creativity, and connects historical resilience with contemporary challenges, fusing his pieces with both a narrative depth and a call to action. By successfully marrying ethical practices with high fashion, he not only challenges his peers and the industry at large, but also provides a compelling vision of how fashion proceeds with consciousness. Oh, this is beautiful. I love the fabric right here. I love it. She looks like a light bulb. Fire light bulb. Fire light bulb dress. I love it. Okay. Okay, I wonder if there's a fashion show we can watch on YouTube. Let's see. Let's watch the fashion show. Oh, oh my gosh, there's Sailor Moon lo-fi music. Is this uncopyrighted? Probably not. I get copyrighted, but I didn't know that existed. Okay. Okay, let's see. Cannot get distracted. Is this his? Yes. Oh my gosh, I love this. Emma Chamberlain and Cruella de Vil coming together forever. Love it. Whoa, I love this jacket. What the heck? The details on the head. Oh. This one is everything. It gives me chills. energy. Whoa. What? Oh my gosh, she's a sun goddess. It kind of gives costumey vibes, but I love it. Those arms, man. She is ready to go. Whoa. It's giving like Willy Wonka if he became a fashion designer, but hot couture version. I like it. Interesting. Oh, this is a pattern. I want that jacket. I love it. Yes, queen. That silk is silken. Wow. I like the hat. Wow. Wow, look at the skirt. That one is a lot to handle. Yes! Now this is everything. This one is giving costumey. It's very costumey vibes. This one's cool. I would wear this. It's very unique. It's just it's protruding a bit from the waist. It's giving like Hunger Games met Willy Wonka, but recycled. Sorry, I'm not being mean. I'm not. I'm just, it seems like this. Whoa. I love the jewelry. I love that one. The yellow one. I love this one too. I love this skirt. This one was epic. What did his shirt say? What would make you happy? Interesting, lovely, beautiful, amazing. Yes, queen. I will give him a follow. Follow, follow, follow. Yes. New ethics and luxury and fashion couture art. World's first ethical couture brand. Amazing. I will support him. Perfect. Okay. So, going on to this news. So, Sean Wotherspoon has made a collaboration with Gap to unveil their new Gap vintage collection called All You Need to Know, and it was featured on Soup Central by Divya. So it says, the collaboration between Gap and designer Sean Wotherspoon resulted in the Gap Vintage Collection, which will release on February 4, 2025. Through this initiative, customers from all around the world can explore specially selected items from the brand's archives that showcase American fashion classics from the 1980s to the early 2000s. I wonder what this is. Is this like a news thing? Nope, it's something else. Okay. Renewed interest in vintage apparel and sustainable fashion drives Sean to join Gap Inc. as their global vintage curator. This June marked the start of the brand's partnership with Sean through a small selection of vintage clothing, beginning with the 80s, 90s, and 2000s classics. The pricing of the items in the collection ranges from $55 to $90. And then more details on the collection. So the vintage collection will be an exploration of the brand's archive to present a thoughtfully chosen assortment that parallels the company's historical pursuit in design quality and timelessness. Through his exhaustive sourcing methods, he has carefully selected vintage pieces that maintain both historical nostalgic charm alongside modern fashion relevance. Why is there dogs on here? Wait. Okay. Can we look this up on a different thing? It's glitching out on me. Oh my gosh, it's glitching. So sorry for the glitch. That was a very chaotic website. I am scroll happy right now. Just glitching out on you. Okay, that did not work. Let's see this. Hype beast for the win. Okay. Gosh. Free journalism is rare nowadays, huh? Says he is famous for creating the Nike Air Max. Has a fancy new title to take on his resume. Global Vintage Curator at Gap. In his new role, the multi-hyphenate will launch Gap Vintage Program, a globally sourced curation that will be released in a series of seasonal drops this year. Whoa. What was that? The Gap Vintage Drop will become available February 4th on the website. And then it will have select pop-ups in Tokyo and Osaka. Do we really need more vintage clothing though? We can just go to the thrift store and buy vintage Gap. Wow. I think he's just like curating stuff and then reselling their own product on their own website and having cool pop-ups to be like, yo, look at me guys. Look at us guys. We're doing something. We care somehow, some way. Right? Right, guys? Right? No, you don't care, bro. We can just go to the thrift store. That's it. We can just thrift it. Don't worry, guys. We got this. Don't sell us more stuff. Please don't sell us more stuff. Okay. So it then says West Virginia Sustainable Fashion Show returns to Lewisburg, celebrating eco-fashion design. Yes. So it says West Virginia is doing a sustainable fashion show and it returns to Lewisburg. So it says it will be on April 26th at 3 p.m. Central Time to highlight innovative work of local and regional designers committed to eco-friendly practices. The show emphasizes that it prioritizes sustainability and features designs that repurpose existing fabrics and utilizes environmentally friendly textiles and manufacturing processes. It provides a platform for professional and amateur designers to showcase their creativity while promoting a more sustainable future for the fashion industry. And there will be a musical performance. I love this so much. There will be a musical performance, silent auction, bubbly and bites fest, and multiple design categories. Oh, this is so cute. I wish I was in, where's it at? West Virginia. We need sustainable fashion shows in every city, in every country, in every small pocket of every small town. We need these. We will make it happen, right? We will make it so happen. Okay. I need to drink my drink because my voice is leaving me. Okay. Let's see. So this year, it will feature a keynote speech by national leader in sustainable fashion, Linda Gross, a professor of sustainable fashion at the California College of Arts and the co-founder of Fashion and Sustainability Design for Change. I have not heard of this book. Let's see the book. Oh, I have seen this book. Okay. How much is it? $7. Yes, let's get the book. Okay. I send myself stuff on Facebook. Don't judge me. Oh my gosh, I probably should not be using my private. Whatever. Okay, now we're back. Yes, I've seen this book, but I haven't read it, so I should probably read it. And then, as part of the event, a month-long exhibit at the Greenbrier Valley Visitor Center will explore the process and performance behind sustainable fashion. Interesting. And it's being organized by the Greenbrier County Democratic Women's Club as a fundraiser for the Blue Skies Ahead and Get Out the Vote campaign. Oh, wow. So it's like a political backed sustainable fashion show by the Democrats. It will increase voter engagement and awareness in the community. That's cool. Interesting. That's smart, actually. I am impressed. I'm very impressed. I love like politically oriented, like sustainable fashion work, so this is just like my vibe. They got an Instagram. I will give them a follow. I will just links to the Democratic Women's Club. I want the special sustainable fashion show Instagram. It's on April 26th. Guys, I can make it. I can go, right? Oh, there's highlights from the past show. Let's see. Oh, so cute. This was the winner. Okay. Oh, it's so family oriented. Do I got YouTube videos? Wait, sorry, I'm scrolling so much. Oh, wow, okay. Blah. That was cool. Very family oriented. Okay. So, another thing that I saw was that American Eagle Outfitters is launching its new slow fashion business called Unsubscribed. Wow. Boo. Okay. So, American Eagle Outfitters is shifting from its typical fast fashion model with the launch of Unsubscribed, a new women's apparel and accessories business focused on what the company has called consciously made slow fashion. Okay. Based in East Hampton, New York, Unsubscribed has launched its Instagram account on June 20th, showing images of a flowing dress and blousy white button-down, along black and white images of oceans. Oh no. Okay. The company will feature just 2 collections annually, with price ranges from $5 for accessories and $550 for dresses. Oh, Jesus. According to industry reports. So American Eagle Outfitters which operates the lingerie and athleisure brand Aerie and American Eagle, reported a strong sales rebound in the current quarter at the beginning of this year, thanks significantly to the rise in online demand for Aerie apparel. According to the company, demand for Aerie products went up more than 100% in the second quarter, and then compared to the same period year prior. Okay. I think they're just out to make some money. They want some money. What's the purpose? What's the purpose of this brand if they're a fast fashion brand? Like, who are they trying to fool here, you know? Like, Unsubscribed will carry items from its own private label, yes, as well as apparel and accessories from brands like Vega, Melissa Joy Manning, Boyish, and Indigo Africa. I don't like this. You're a fast fashion brand. Stop owning slow fashion brands. Like, there is no need. There is no need, bro. Stop making more stuff and calling it slow fashion. This is just, like, irritating. Why would they call it Unsubscribed too? Oh, I'm gonna unsubscribe from fashion brands. No. It says it's a truly unique brand offering consciously made, so fashion made with timeless clothing and accessories. The brand designs with purposely selected materials to promote comfort and effortless vibe, with an assortment of laid back and luxurious pieces made to be worn forever. Unsubscribed also offers a highly curated collection of third-party labels and one-of-a-kind vintage pieces that represent socially conscious and ethically produced practices. And then it says, shop now. No, we don't need to shop anymore. I don't need to shop now. Stop making me shop. I don't want to shop more. We don't need more stuff. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. Stop. 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 Like, what the heck? Oh my god, it has a whole website. I'm crashing out, guys. Oh no. They just want us to buy more and more and more. What's your story? Our story is that it's consciously made slow fashion, where our clothes will turn to time and again for days when you want to look chic, yet feel relaxed. Our styles are undefined by seasons, designed to elevate. No, you're owned by a fast fashion brand. You don't need unsubscribed. This is just a bunch of keywords. Unplugged, understated, unsubscribed. What is y'all talking about? What? Oh my gosh, it has 23,000 followers. Is this for like rich, wealthy people in New York or something? What is happening? Yes, fast fashion major brands are making so fashion mini brands in New York. Like, what is this? This is definitely targeted to wealthy millennials and boomers. No, we don't need the money to go to fast fashion brands, even though it's a slow fashion brand. Okay, so at the end of the day, though, like, the money made from this slow fashion brand will be going to American Eagle. They're doing this for profit. They're doing this for money. Do they actually care about the ocean? Do they actually care about any, like, ethical practices? If the money's going to go to a major fast fashion brand? No, they don't. This is just all a scheme to get more money. Like, do they actually have stuff that are made in Los Angeles? That's cool, though, but, like, big picture wise, it's not looking too bright. $138 for a sweatshirt? Oh my god. What is going on? Where is this made from? Money? French terry. Is it handmade? How's it made? 100% cotton? I thought it was from French terry. What? How was it made? Oh my god. It doesn't say, guys. What's your journey looking like, you fools? Better production method? It doesn't say where it was made. That's the thing. And also, is the 100% cotton they're using actually recycled? I have no idea how to tell. But they said it was French terry. Isn't that a material in itself? Says they use recycled cashmere, recycled polyester, recycled nylon. What about the cotton, though? Tell me about the cotton. Nope, they didn't mention the cotton. They support local workers using low-impact dyes and recycling or repurposing waste. Okay. Where, though? Give me the specifics. Tell me the details. They've partnered with Better Cotton since 2015, working towards making cotton farming a more climate-resilient, environmentally conscious, and responsible industry. What does partnering with Better Cotton even mean, though? Oh my gosh. So many questions, so little time. Blah, 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 blah. I'll use 100% renewable electricity across our office. What are they on? Yes, guys, we use 100% renewable electricity. Yes. That doesn't mean anything. What are they doing? They need to be put in timeout. They do. This is just awful. A candy box with a purchase? Is this what we've come to? Celebrate the launch of our spring 2025 collection with a sweet treat by Bon Bon. No, we don't need this. Oh my god, I am getting frustrated. Do you want a sweet treat with your slow fashion purchase that will actually support a major fast fashion brand at the end of the day? Because remember, American Eagle Outfitters owns everything. Oh, hello. Guys, are you paying attention? This is not a good solution. They have some things that are made in Los Angeles, but I wonder where everything else was made, though. Oh my god. $138 for a sweatshirt. $68 for a jersey tank? Are you serious? Oh, hell. $88 for a shirt? I don't even want to spend $5 on a shirt. Oh gosh, no. Oh gosh, no. When they partner, what is Better Cotton? When they partner with Better Cotton, does this mean anything? The world doesn't just need cotton, it needs better. Okay, there we go. Okay. Isn't this like greenwashing or something? I don't know. I have no idea what Better Cotton is. It's a non-profit that serves the public interest and common good, connected to the cotton supply chain. I have no idea. Oh, yep. Yeah, they're just a bunch of bullshit if they're partnered with all these brands. They're not actually doing anything. Nope. Once they got major monopolies and corporations in there, you know that shit is just for greenwashing. Okay, moving on. Unsubscribed will be unsubscribed for sure. Your fate awaits you. Can we just massively all boycott and shame unsubscribed and unsubscribe to them? Quite literally, because what the heck is this? $550 for a dress. You gotta be out of your mind. Yes, we need this. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't need more. We don't need more. Gosh, I'm so pissed. Oh, my brain hurts. After seeing that, my brain hurts. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I saw this article. It's called Newton's Law of Fast Fashion. Let's take a look at it as I compose myself. So, it says, if you took high school physics, you may be familiar with Isaac Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. This principle was discovered in the 1600s reminding us that in every choice comes with a consequence. While it mostly applied to physical forces, it also mirrors the way our actions ripple through social and environmental systems. One striking example, fast fashion. For every low price and trendy piece, there is a equally impactful, often hidden cost to the planet and its population, be it human or otherwise. It's true, it's true, it's true. Newton was onto something. For every action, fast fashion took off because it promises trendy clothes for unusually low prices. Brands can tap into our obsession with being on point but on a budget by creating super fast production and distribution processes that see runway knockoffs in the stores at lightning speed. This allows ordinary people with ordinary incomes, or aka poverty wages, to participate in the latest trends, ones reserved for far more affluent customers or consumers. H&M and Zara were among the first to employ this accelerated business model and quickly became some of the most profitable in the fashion industry as a result. In 2024, Zara and H&M were valued at a respective $17.8 billion, not million, billion US dollars, and $13.6 billion US dollars, respectively. More recently, however, Shein has taken center stage in the world of fast fashion, leading to the U.S. garment maker share. Leading the U.S. garment market share by 50%. Okay, dang. This largely due to the brand's enticing low prices and clickable convenience, and you can jump on the latest fashion trends without leaving your house or breaking the bank. I think Shein's expensive. That's just me. So Shein's growing dominance reflects the shift towards faster production cycles and more disposable fashion. Yes, sir. But according to Newton's principle, these conveniences come at a cost, one that manifests in environmental destruction, worker exploitation, disease, and culture of overconsumption. Okay? So, the equal and opposite reactions in the environment. The fashion industry is considered one of the most polluting industries in the world, accounting to 2 to 8% of global greenhouse gas emissions. These emissions trap heat in the earth. Oh gosh, I'm getting depressed reading this. It's causing global warming, basically. Hooray! It's disrupting weather patterns, melting polar ice, rising sea levels, and intensifying natural disasters. Yippee! And in addition to that, we have carbon emissions, where we're releasing so much synthetic dyes into the water, and the chemicals are just all in the local waterways, and it's just spreading all over the globe. Oh, so nice, so good. No, it's not. It's not. So, should I keep going, guys? Oh my gosh, it's so depressing. So basically, fast fashion is making a lot of waste, and the low prices of fast fashion just makes it attractive to buy, even though it's really bad for the environment. And also, it's extracting very low cost labor from workers in what's called the Global South. There is about 75 million garment workers, and they don't earn a living wage. Less than 2% of garment workers make a living wage. Oh gosh, we are in deep waters. We're in deep trouble. The fashion industry is one messed up moho. One messed up little place. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Rana Plaza, but basically it was an event that happened in 2013 that actually exposed some of the harsh conditions that garment workers go through. So basically, the factory owners discovered large structural cracks within the building, and even though they should have evacuated the building, they continued to force workers to make clothing, and then the next day, this 8-story building collapsed, and it killed over 1,134 people and injured thousands, which is a very sad thing. There's a lot of videos on this on YouTube. If you want to look it up, feel free. It's a little bit traumatic, so if you have any triggers around death and, I guess, violence, it's a difficult watch, but I definitely recommend if you want to learn more if you haven't heard of this. But also another thing is like garment workers are usually women, so the fashion industry is a feminist issue because the fashion industry relies on exploiting women basically, and they're often in regions that don't have any like good worker rights for them. So just a lot of exploitation in fast fashion. It's a deeply gendered issue. They're subject to mental and physical abuse, often under the hands of male managers. And they also have to deal with like sexual harassment. And then it says that a report by the Clean Clothes Campaign found that male managers often demand sexual favors from women in exchange for job security, contributing to a larger pattern of systemic abuse, which is not right and is not okay. And these male managers need to go fucking get their shit together, because what are they doing? Like, what are they doing? Their power is destroying themselves and it's destroying others. Like, they need to get their power checked, because how is it that they feel entitled to demand sexual favors from these poor women? It's not right. And it's just really bothersome to think that women have to do all these different things just to have a job when they're desperate to make money. And they often have family back in rural parts of the global south, no matter what country, that they're trying to support. Like, no one wants to be exploited. No one wants to be really a garment worker. It's very tedious. It's very like doing the same thing over and over and over again to the point where they get carpal tunnel syndrome. Like, no one wants to do this because they want, like, they didn't choose this for themselves. They have to do this. And then to add like weirdo men on top of it, it's like, bro, come on. Really? You don't gotta do this shit to them. They're already suffering as it is. Oh my gosh. And the thing is, on top of this, the article also mentions, and I'm glad they do, that 70% of clothing is made from polyester, which is a cheap synthetic material that takes years and years and years and years to break down because it's made from a chemical that's derived from oil, which is obviously reliant on the fossil fuel industry, which I don't support, because Mr. Little Trump over here is saying, oh, we have a national energy emergency. No, we don't. We have a national climate emergency. But we are so hyper-fixated in making clothing and things from like polyester or like man-made materials. It's so unfair and I don't like it. But again, we are so reliant on man-made stuff at every stage. And like the thing is with like polyester that they also mentioned in this article is like microfibers, where it's like little pieces of polyester that are released in the waterways. And they like stick around everywhere. They're in the soil, they're in our ocean, our fresh water, and the fish that we eat. We got microplastics in our stomach right now. Microfibers right now, and they're just floating around. It's not fun. And then it says that it can be in our human blood even, which is crazy to think about. And then it's in our lungs, in our hearts, in our umbilical cord. Oh my God. That's horrendous to think about. And our placenta, and it's even in our breast milk. Imagine having a kid and there's freaking microfibers in the breast milk. I can't do this. I didn't know it was in our breast milk. I'm not having kids. No, we're so cooked. We're so cooked. Oh my gosh. And they're linked to health issues. Can cause us cancer. Can cause us heart attacks, strokes, infertility, miscarriages. Oh my gosh. Alzheimer's. What the heck? Is it in our brains? Get out of there, microfibers. Get out of there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is this article almost done? It's killing me. Okay, overconsumption. Finally, our culture of overconsumption serves as both a consequence and a driving force behind these issues. We live in a world increasingly dominated by social media, where the pressure to consume has reached unprecedented levels. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok amplify the influence of celebrities and influencers, driving people to chase the latest fashions and endless cycle of must-haves. We don't need anything. If you got a closet, we don't need more stuff. Okay, and then the desire to keep up fosters a stigma against rewearing outfits, encouraging individuals to treat clothing as disposable. Even seemingly lighthearted trends like girl math perpetuate overconsumption by normalizing excessive spending and justifying impulsive purchases. I guess that is true. It's like, oh, I bought 5 shirts, but girl math, it's just 1. I guess it is true in a way. I don't want to say that girl math is totally wrong because I'm a girl and I think math for girls is just like, will always be right. Like, if we do girl math, but theoretically it's not the right sort of math, it doesn't matter because we're always right. But I do think sometimes we overdo it sometimes, you know? Sometimes we're wrong. That's all I'm saying. But girl math will always be right in my head, okay? Don't dog on girl math here. Was this a male writer that wrote this? Because I'm sensing some macho vibes. Don't dog on girl math, okay? Anyways, this cultural mindset feeds the fast fashion machine, prioritizing fleeting trends over sustainability and fueling overconsumption. Yippee! How am I supposed to respond to that? Okay, what can you do? Okay. Yes, what should we do? Despite the challenges posed by fast fashion, there is still hope for a more sustainable fashion future. Newton's third law, okay, reminds us that for every harmful I'm trying to read in a deeper voice and it's hurting my throat. Okay, it says Newton's third law. I can't. Oh gosh. Newton's third I can't. Okay, it says Newton's third law reminds us that for every harmful reaction, we can take an equally powerful positive action. Okay. By making conscious choices, we begin to shift the narrative. Nice. Okay. Choose quality over quantity. Okay. Support brands that prioritize ethical labor practices. Yes. Embrace vintage styles. Advocate for systemic change. Hold corporations accountable. Demand transparency. And challenge the culture of overconsumption. Rewear your clothes, repair them, and reject the notion that new is always better. Yes. Okay. My voice is leaving me. Come back. It's the microfibers. Sorry. Ugh. It's the microfibers. See, fast fashion is coming for me. So each of us have the power to disrupt the cycle and create a fashion industry that values people and the planet for profit. If you agree, take a look at our Fashion for the Earth campaign and read our fashion legislation report. It brings together the most meaningful legislation recently adopted or being proposed in legislators right now around the globe. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. I haven't heard of this. What is your campaign about? What is it about? Yes, what is it about? Sign the petition. The fashion industry must change. Is this an action? Okay. Says fashion is a reflection of culture. So they're going against the race to the bottom, and they're asking that the industry is shockingly unregulated, and we can't stand to not change the industry. So it says, we're calling on the USA administration to instruct the following agencies to create regulations to protect the environment and health of living things. It says, EPA, oh, bad news, guys. This does not exist anymore. Trump said, nah, you thought you would have EPA? Nah. So if I sign this petition, is anything actually going to happen? I don't think so. But I will be optimistic and believe the EPA will survive, even though all the environmental related pages of the USA is gone. Oh my gosh. Oh, should we have hope still? I think we should have hope. We should have hope. Oh, okay. We'll get back to this. We have a lot more to cover. Oh my gosh, it's been 2 hours. Guys, okay, let's look at this. So, concerned content creator exposes Zara as the biggest catfish to shoppers. We should be livid. The cool down. So, mindful clothing consumer and advocate Andrea posted a video on TikTok criticizing your brand for using cheap materials and shoddy craftsmanship. Let's see.
Zara being the biggest catfish ever. First up, starting strong with this faux fur coat. Online it looks a lot more matte and plush. In real life it did have a dense pile, but there was that sheen that gives it away that it is plastic. The outside actually really wasn't as bad as the inside, which is a faux suede or quite similar to microfiber. You can see here that this is actually really loose. It's easy to tear apart. So that seam is splitting, plus obviously the untrimmed threads. And to join all the panels together, this looks to me like a whip stitch. Overall, this entire pattern is super simple. You can see there are not that many panels and there's no need for a fit because it's a robe style. So it might be $139, but would you pay that for a plastic robe, let alone wear one out? I have different criticisms for this one. I actually think the design of this is really nice. It's very simple, but essentially it's the fabric that is just basically horrendous. You can see here it has two closures, this main one with the feature button and then this smaller one that has the elastic strap. And the scarf basically slips through your shoulder and has a nice drape. But this is like £70. The fabric is horrible. It's kind of felting already. It's a really rough hand feel and not the sort of rough hand feel you get from natural wool. It's like online it's face tuned or something because you can't see how bad the texture is. Worst of all, when we actually look at the composition, there's only 8% wool. Having so many different mixes, acrylic, polyester and wool, you're going to have a lot of different lengths of fiber, which means this won't wear or wash well, and it will shed microfibers. And our final catfish of the day is this Zara waistcoat. So I feel like if this was something that was hand knit, I think like fair enough, but this is machine made and so clumsily done. There is no fit, let's bear that in mind, so really, really cheap to produce, plus that wholly big yarn. This is fast to produce. It's kind of felting already and it is not the best finishing. The buttons also feel really cheap and are likely to scratch easily, and then when you look at what it's made of, it's acrylic. This to me is worse than polyester. It's a cheap substitute for wool. It doesn't keep you warm. No one cares how cheap that was. It doesn't look like that.
Dang. Cheap on top of cheap on top of cheap. They're not making anything good nowadays. What's happening? And it's like $170. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. What is happening with the fashion? Oh gosh. Not my TikToks again. Not the TikToks. TikTok. Okay. So I actually really want to see this. So it says design theft, preservation of creativity in the Nigerian fashion industry. So it says globally, fast fashion brands are the most guilty of committing fashion piracy. Shein, the most Googleable fashion brand worldwide, has generated over $100 billion selling goods ranging from clothes to home decor, is such one company. The company also has been hit with numerous lawsuits alleging theft. Let's see if this works.
There has recently been astronomical growth in the Nigerian fashion scene, especially concerning international recognition. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, the textile, apparel, and footwear sector has averaged a growth of 17% since 2010. It has proven to be a powerful driver of economic advancement, contributing to job creation and export revenue. They also serve as culture custodians, promoting Nigeria's rich heritage globally. One of the brands that was present at the 2024 Heineken Lagos Fashion Week, Imadaduzo, in an attempt to safeguard their artistic expression and originality, put out a legal notice forbidding brands from recreating any of their designs. This notice protects their SS25 collection Laba Laba, Flames of Growth. We are prepared to pursue the full extent of legal remedies against any infringing parties to protect our brand and uphold our commitment to our clients and parties. The legal notice signed by the brand's creative director, Oluwadamilala Alukoya, endeavors to shield the brand from copycats. Nigerian designers constantly live with the dreadful knowledge that the market doesn't value creator rights. Sandra Tubabarini, founder of Tubo, a fashion brand that combines traditional African craftsmanship with contemporary designs, also forewarned other Nigerian designers and tailors to desist from replicating her designs, as they risk facing legal consequences if they do not pay heed.
Dang, she ain't playing around. She defines design theft as the unauthorized copying or imitation of a designer's original work, including designs, patterns, or concepts. This can range from outright plagiarism to subtle appropriation. Let's see.
Many confuse design theft for counterfeiting. However, they are quite different. Counterfeiting is the act of reproducing another brand's identity and impersonation of a brand, e.g. if you produce a crochet dress and add the buy or fashion label and tag, it becomes counterfeiting. On the other hand, design theft is passing other brands' designs as one's original work.
Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate how this happens, and I don't wish anyone to experience design theft, but as fast fashion emerges and controls the market, it just seems like it's harder and harder for people to not copy each other, to keep up with trends or like interesting pieces. And I'm not excusing the behavior of major fast fashion brands, it's just it's not correct to steal basically so outright from people, because even if there is a fine line to inspiration, like you can tell when something's copied, you know. So and they talk about that, like there's a difference between inspiration and design theft. It's just it's kind of a legal battle to be like, okay, what is mine and what is yours? But yeah, it will be a very continued nuanced topic to understand, like yours versus theirs, and like inspiration versus theft. So continuing conversation, but Shein like needs a stop. Just needs a stop. Okay, that's it. They need to stop. Let's see. Oh, okay. So I saw how millions of monarchs are completing a 2,800-mile journey from Canada to the US. I'm so happy. They completed it. They completed it. Let's look. Is there any videos about the monarchs completing their journey? Monarch butterflies. Complete journey. I put news. All these notifications. Duh. Come on. No, blah 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 blah. Ad blocker. So sorry. Ad blocker, ad blocker, ad blocker, ad blocker. Ad blocker, ad blocker, ad blocker, ad blocker, ad blocker. Sorry, ad blocker.
Es realmente increíble el poder sentir los aleteos, la vibra, el bosque, el aroma, el volar de las mariposas. Es una sensación muy especial, pocas veces se puede describir. Increíble, increíble estar aquí.
Sentirse libre, el estar en un lugar así, es muy diferente a salir a la calle a hacer pues cosas rutinarias. La verdad es que es una oportunidad muy bonita, o sea, después de tanto tiempo, como dices, que hemos estado en pandemia, de estar encerrado, el venir a un lugar de estos realmente te hace volver a sentirte vivo.
El permanecer en casa ayudó a los ecosistemas en general, ¿no? Hubo recuperación de sitios, fue evidente. Entonces, para el caso de mariposa monarca, creo que también le ayudó mucho a conservar sitios de hibernación. Si bien la actividad turística, la visitación en los sitios está permitida, el reducir la visitación reduce considerablemente el impacto y eso ayuda a la conservación de estos sitios en la reserva de la biosfera mariposa monarca, sitios de hibernación tan importante para la especie.
We call it global climate change, and it is, but it affects each of us, no matter where we live. In your
Yes, the monarchs have made it. They have made it to their destination. Yes, have a good winter time. Or they completed their winter time. Have a good spring. And then going to the boycotts of Target, I actually wonder when this will stop, because it's starting tomorrow. But I've been seeing on TikTok that it's like happening everywhere. No diversity, no equity, no inclusion, no dollars. Why Target? Friday, January 24th, Target said it's rolling back diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Ugh. I've already seen them like return stuff. I think it's already started. I love how there's major support for this. We need to end Target. That's it. That's the vibes. Hopefully it continues forever and ever and ever, and then they go bankrupt. That's the goal, guys. Let's do this. But yeah, I was excited to see that happening. That was a rough transition from butterflies to boycotting, but I didn't realize what time it is. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Oh, okay. So I saw these heels. Another rough transition. I went from monarchs to boycotting Target to couture heels within the microsecond of a minute. But I saw these high heels in an Instagram post, and I just wanted to watch the fashion show. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. Right, continue. Wait, okay. Oh, it's so cool. I'm just a girl. Inspired fashion, I can see. Maybe we should go at the end to see all the looks together. Ooh, Paris! Yeah, let's see all the looks. That was so cool. It's going pretty fast. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I love that one. Oh wow, it looks like cathedrals. She can barely walk. Wow. Fast queen. She will stab someone. I feel like this is what a fashion show would look like if it was a lucid dreaming. She took architectural fashion quite literally. You know? She looked at a cathedral and said, yes, I have this down. That fan man? Love it. Yes, queen. I love it. Look at all those details. Architectural fashion for the win. Okay. Did I see something else about the shoes? Maybe it was that show. I didn't see none of these heels in there. Okay. I don't see it. Is it this one? I think it was this one. Oh, I chose the wrong fashion show. I want to look at the shoes. Blah, 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 blah. Ad blocker, ad blocker, ad blocker, ad blocker, ad blocker. Oh gosh. I've never heard of this designer before. 7 years ago. 2018 was 7 years ago? Oh, hell no. What is happening? I was looking for the shoes. Oh gosh. Whoa, that's a oh, I love this. What the heck? What are those shoes? Wow. I think this is my longest live stream ever. I'm so tired. I still have more stuff to do. I have to pack an eBay. Oh, okay, I'm looking at the shoes. Are those third eye shoes? Those are third eye shoes. I need them. Imagine in the streets and you're on a sidewalk and then the sidewalk ends because we don't have any urban planning and you have to walk on the road and then you trip and you fall. That's not very good of a shoe. I love the dress. Oh, what's in her hair? Oh wow. Those shoes in a suburb sidewalk? Bad news, guys. It's game over. I wonder when they would actually wear those in like real life. Wow, look at the shoes. Oh my gosh, girl, don't trip, girl, don't trip. Do you guys ever look at the models and just like pray for them? Don't trip, girl, you got this. So unsteady wins the race. Right? Oh, I love the makeup. Oh, the shimmers. The shimmers. Yes, girl, you got this. Her legs are so skinny, oh my gosh. Girl, you got this. I just feel bad for them. They all seem so frail. If they fall, it's game over. Maybe the skirt will cushion them. Look at those shoes. I'm just a girl, guys. This is beautiful. I can wear this when I go shopping at Costco. Yes, queen. Yes. If I sit on the thing, like if I sit down, will it self-combust on me? I don't think you can sit in that dress. Can you? I'm asking way too many questions. Yes, we can wear this to Costco too. With those shoes. Yes. Her arms. She's trying to keep balance. I just feel so bad for them. Oh my god, those shoes. So pretty. Oh my gosh, she's definitely trying to keep balance. This reminds me of the American Next Top Models challenges where they made the models get in the most serious challenges. And they usually would be judged on how well they did. This girl looks terrified. Girl, you got this. Yes, queen. Why is this fun to watch? I don't want them to fall. Oh my gosh, you're almost there, you're almost there, you got this, you got this, you got this. Oh my gosh, she did it. She did it. Is she holding the thing in place? Oh girl, you got the hard one. It's the skirt and the head thing and the shoes. Oh girl, you're not getting paid enough for this. Yes, girl, work it. Yes. Yes, sir. They must have had nightmares about this. Oh, look at those shoes. What is that inside of it? Wow. That's so cool. I love this designer. They're called Juo, P-E-I. Wow. Perfect for Costco. I'm telling you guys, who's with me? She looks like a princess. I love the fantasy vibes. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's getting cold in my room. Wow, what are those? What are those? Oh, it's so jellyfish-like. Is this jellyfish inspired? I don't know if I like it. I'm not sure if I like it. 6 out of 10 for sure. Those shoes though, oh my gosh. What are those sleeves? Ad blocker, ad blocker, ad blocker, blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, but ad blocker. I hate light stage capitalism. Okay, we're back. We're back. Don't worry. Wow. There's a lot going on. If she falls... Oh, what if she's in a New York taxi cab and she falls? She's definitely gonna lose some of her trinkets. What are those boots? Are they open-toe boots? Oh, hell no. I love this embroidery dress. It's so cute. Is it attached to the dress or is it a separate thing on the shoulders? It looks like a separate thing on the shoulders. gosh, those shoes. Who wants to go to Walmart and buy some groceries in these shoes? Oh my gosh, she is stressed. She is stressed. You got this, girl. Yes, work it, queen. Oh, girl. Girl, don't fall. You got this. She's like rethinking all her life choices right now. I think I want to jump off and like, oh, this is beautiful. I still have more news to cover. What is happening? She looks like a moth. Baby's got back. Someone's knocking at my door. Let's see this one. Wow. Okay, okay. Oh, what is this? I'm skipping ahead. I don't got much time. I have to go off in 10 minutes. What are those shoes? Oh gosh, girl, don't trip now. Oh my gosh, she's so frail. Girl, don't fall. It feels so bad for them. I would have ate this up when I was a kid. I'm gonna get a copyright infringement if I keep playing the song. I'm so sorry. Yes, queen, feathers, queen. You got this, queen. Yes, queen, work it, queen. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, queen. Bye. See ya later. Okay. So I'm gonna finish my news. So basically, well, nothing else was news. Okay, so I just wanted to see just see this and then the other thing and we'll be good. So basically I saw an Instagram post showing how in 1959 there was artists that designed heels by hand.
Look at hand paintings of marine and bird life, floral design and scenic studies. The so simple, yet quite new idea of painting on celluloid-covered heels, which gives the effect of dainty porcelain, was conceived by Joe Brett to give shoes an exclusive touch, putting them on a par with fashionable gowns and millinery, and at the same time, to revive some of the lost craftsmanship in the shoe industry. It remains to be seen whether the style will remain exclusive for long, for orders are already pouring in from fashion centers abroad, including Paris and New York. Besides this variety of colors, heels are also being decorated here in other ways, like jewelry, with as many as 600 stones set in one pair. Touches that are winning fresh prestige for English craftsmanship. Here, individuality is the keynote of success in paintings that all carry the stamp of accuracy of detail, as well as artistic merit. Or putting it simply, they look good. No doubt women will welcome the innovation with open arms, while husbands review the situation with mixed feelings, because until now, they've always had to foot the bill. If they didn't, they were heels themselves. Now at least, it's no disgrace anymore to be called a heel. In fact, if these are anything to go by, it's quite a compliment. Let's take a look at this group of artists at a studio in Norwich.
We need to bring this back, guys. We need to decorate stuff by hand. Artisanal high heel artists need to come back to us. Please and thank you. Okay. This has officially been my longest stream. I'm gonna finish off by looking at Ian's Haute Couture line. There's been a lot happening in terms of immigration. There's a lot of raids happening in Elgin, Chicago, which is like an hour away from me. Hold your brothers and your sisters close. If you're Mexican American, be careful. There's a lot of racial profiling. That's all I'm gonna say before I finish this live stream and as I finish watching this fashion show. But hold your brothers and sisters close. Show solidarity where you can, and love who you can and how you can and where you can, because you never know what's gonna happen. So with that, I am going to hopefully have this ad get out of the way, and then we can watch a bit of this iconic fashion show. But again, show solidarity and be safe out there, okay?
Political repression, would you say that the unions are no longer affiliated with any political party?
Oh, no. I mean, we put big emphasis on the trade union movement and also the movement for the agriculture workers. Though I think the in this price hike, high price society, trade union has a big role, and they are preparing for the so-called spring struggle in Japan. Usually,
is it going to be general action?
Yeah, general action, and in spring, trade unions in Japan they together put the demands to
the government,
not government, to the corporation companies, and so. We have two major national trade unions. One is the really big, but kind of cope with the capitalists. And they are very anti. Well, their chairwoman is really anti-communist, but.
It's not shocking. It's how it is in America too. Well, it's changing a little bit now.
Yeah. And but the other one, called Zendoren, is 1/10 in size, smaller than the bigger major one.
And how big are these unions that we're talking about, like numbers-wise? How many? If you know off the top of your head.
Well, he will.
No, I don't. It's actually quite complicated, right? Because there's so many different unions, and they sometimes kind of break off and so on, right?
But let's say 10 million and maybe several millions, like that, comparing. And but the thing is that the smaller one, national one, is really militant, and they are preparing for the strikes and gaining their membership in especially in the teachers' union. And they have they contacted with the Sinn Féin.
Sinn Féin.
Sinn Féin last year.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and I love Sinn Féin. He's incredible.
Like,
Sinn Féin mentioned.
Yeah. And
Sinn Féin.
Sinn Féin.
Wait, are you talking about Sinn Féin, the American labor union leader, or are you talking about Sinn Féin, the Irish? Okay. No, I got it right.
Sinn Féin.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, sorry.
I heard Sinn Féin.
Not the Irish. Not the Irish.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't be that crazy, I don't think.
And anyway, 1 year ago, he sent the really good militant message to our trade union. And
it says here that labor union participation in Japan is at 16.3% as of 2023.
Yeah. And I checked, Zendoren is 1.2 million. Zendoren.
And the total union membership is at 10 million, 10.2 million. So it's very low.
Yes,
in terms of, I mean, but it's expected.
Yes.
American influence, I would say, probably plays a role in that.
Well, maybe, but not only the American influence, but overall, but the neoliberalism.
Yeah, American-backed corporate neoliberal attitudes.
But we are now gaining kind of momentum to push back, and especially. As I said, in among students or the young workers also too. So, and party itself, convey our activity to consult, receive any, things people are having troubles.
But this is very practical in nature. It's about.
So if you have any something wrong or difficulties, come to us.
In your livelihood.
Yeah.
Kurashi. Yeah.
And also, so
this is a little guy, I guess.
Yeah. This is campaign poster 4 years ago, and actually this poster was made by one of the supporters who is not the member of the party.
Can I ask, why is it, I always wondered this, Why is it gerbera? Gerbera って言うんだよね. Why is it not a rose? Is what I always wonder. Because it's the Communist Party, right? It's not a rose.
I don't know.
I always expect to see, if there's a flower, I would expect a rose, not gerbera or
Maybe
gerbera.
because he was a supporter, maybe,
I think
and
that's
not a
right.
party member.
Well, at least it is red.
It is red. It is red. Yes.
Yeah, close enough.
Well, yeah. So actually, this is the room for those people who are involved in the or who are in charge of trade unions and other people's movement, peace or you know, those kinds of he's former youth league chairman.
I don't speak German. Is that what you said?
No, chairman.
Oh, chairman.
Chairman of the youth league.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Oh, here's an English poster.
I've never seen that.
Give flowers to the guns. Give voice to Article 9. Our no war constitution. Wings of Article 9 fly over the world. Article 9 Association of Nakano.
Yeah, Nakano is from near from here.
I think I was there. I think I'm right. I think I'm hidden here. Yeah. I think that's me. これ森さんじゃない？
あ、そうかも。This is the 5th anniversary of JCP supporters.
Romeo just added himself.
Well, I'm in the videos.
By the way, what time do you have to leave here?
Oh, I can stay for as long as you're willing to have us.
Okay.
You're joining now.
Yeah.
Then I'll go a little bit long way. This is the room, one of the rooms for leadership. This room is for the head of the secretariat. This is the room for secretary arts of the party.
Oh.
To support the izakayas during COVID that were being shut down, they wanted to give more support to the mom and pop izakayas that needed some help. These are for like child meals.
Should we?
Microsound.
No, not camera.
One of the vice chairs of the party, and he's in charge of the SNS activities of the party. He's really one of the key persons. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Romeo. Nice to meet you. Also, former of the chairperson of the Democratic Youth League of the party.
Nice. Cool. Okay, so your vice chairman is younger.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's a person of future.
Yeah. No, that's great to see. I asked him as well, but what's the? I was trying to figure out like, what are some of the prevailing issues that Japanese people are facing, and how is the party choosing to address them?
あ、大丈夫ですか？
ごめんね。一瞬忙しいよ。One minute ね。何が一番の問題ですか？
Is it okay to film him?
Okay. 問題っていうのはその日本の中で一番の問題は何でしょうかと人々が困っていることは何でしょうか。
まあ物価高。やっぱり暮らしが本当に大変なってると。
Inflation. inflation is a big thing, and yeah, rising prices in general is what people are really feeling right now.
で、今500万人の要求を聞くアンケートをプロジェクトを新たに開始して、やっぱりそういう暮らしの現状をつかんで、共産党としての活動をバージョンアップさせていくっていうために頑張っています。
500万人? So 5 million, trying to get a sense, trying now to do a survey about 5 million people to young people, specifically wakamono?
Yeah, 全部
5 million, just in general, trying to get a survey going of 5 million people to see what is it actually now, how people are, feeling with the current economy and so on. Because just to like add on to it, I think it's also all relatively new, I suppose. So there's still a lot of research to be done to like understand what's happening. Yeah, he's quite busy right now, so he has to go.
Thank you. Well,
is the guidance session?